Hey, everybody.
Hello.
How are you guys doing? Good to see everyone today. I've got a keeping here I want to take care of. Hey, Glenn. How are
What's up,
you?
Dale? Good. I'm eating a coconut popsicle.
Well, we are live right now
I want one.
from the world's smallest farmers market, unconfirmed. How are you tonight, other than eating a popsicle?
Doing good. Just got home, just walked in the door eating a popsicle, and Jessica is canning peaches.
No kidding. Well, I want to say hi to some people that were already in here in the chat. Brenda with Redbird Farm, thank you for being here for our moderator.
You're awesome, Brenda.
Homestead, where you are, welcome to you. Skinner Farms,
Thank you for being
thanks
here.
for being here. Redbird, okay.
Caucasian Sasquatch.
Hey, the Sasquatch is in the house, and tune in at 7 o'clock Central Time. I'm going to go live. Lisa and I are on Caucasian Sasquatch's channel for an interview. So you guys want to tune in there. Byron from 12 Stones is in the house. Webb's Webb, welcome to you.
Hello, Vineyard Farmhouse.
Hello, Vineyard Farmhouse. Hold on, I'm going to take you guys for a ride. You're going to switch sides with here. So as I move that button, I'm not going across. Hopefully no one got sick in that.
Willow Way.
Trying to adjust my camera here a little bit so y'all can see me.
I hear you.
You hear me or?
Eyeballs.
Yeah.
There you are.
Perfect.
So for those who don't know, we use StreamYard, of course, and there is a little delay. So Lisa may see things that I don't even see yet, or vice versa. Same way with the chat if you're new to the StreamYard. But I was going to give a few more minutes and see if our other guests come in here.
She said she's going to try not to be late.
Said she was going to try to not be late.
You probably headed to the lake.
That's what I'm thinking.
Hi, Pettit Jean River Homestead.
I don't see the chat. I have to click off and look at the chat, but
That's kind of a normal thing.
Oh, hi, Joan from Vegas. Is it hot there? It's pretty darn hot here.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say that Southeast Kansas and Southwest Missouri is hot, but it's like miserably hot right now.
When we left the house an hour ago, it was the heat index was 105.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But our garden is suffering pretty bad. I don't know about you guys' garden, Glenn, but
it's not too bad. Ours is, so far, it's still doing well. But
yeah.
We actually got some rain here again this morning.
Are you kidding me?
No, we probably got maybe 1/8 of an inch or so this morning. It wasn't a lot, but we got a decent little shower this morning. A couple little batches went through and watered the garden for us.
Really?
It was a bunch of little pop-ups.
Yeah, we haven't had any of that.
CNC Farm is in the house.
Hi, CNC Farm. Well, if we've missed anyone else here.
Nope.
But so Farmers Market, we are super small tonight, of course. It is us. But we have had mad activity. If you see way over there, the FFA here in the local town, they plant 5 acres worth of sweet corn. Actually, a few more acres than that, I think.
Yeah.
Hi, Simply Jan.
Jan. Hello.
And so they plant all the sweet corn, and then the FFA kids pick the sweet corn and they sell it, and they're selling it for $4 a dozen. So they set up tonight at the world's smallest farmers market, unconfirmed, and they have had nonstop customers.
They've been doing good.
I'm trying to find a spot where I get good light.
we've pretty much sold out of everything we've brought. We brought all of our eggs are already gone. They were gone within like the first 30 minutes. So we brought 3 loaves of sourdough bread. I got 2 loaves of it left. We brought kale. Only got 1 bag of kale left. We brought zucchinis. They're all gone. Cucumbers, I think I got 4 cucumbers left, and then Lisa's got very few candles left. So we've had a pretty decent farmer's market.
Well, good.
I seen that Laura's been busy on the Little House on the Prairie, canning a whole bunch of pickles.
Yeah. She canned, I don't know, maybe 24 quarts, or not quarts, but pints yesterday of pickles. And then she's been doing peaches today.
Wow.
So she's been busy. She canned all them pickles yesterday and then went back out to the garden this morning and probably picked another 10 pounds of cucumbers.
Kidding me.
That's awesome.
The cucumbers are going crazy.
Yeah. The cucumbers are, ours are, so what the beetles didn't kill out are going crazy. But we've now lost 3 plants to the beetles so far.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Drunken Chef Barbecue. I don't remember. Did I say hi to Wendy from Willow Way?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Skinner Farm says it's been raining for the past 3 hours here. So
Quit bragging. So it rained all around us last week. In fact, Fort Scott, that's like a ways from us, 30 minutes or more. They got like 2.5 inches of rain in like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
We got 0, not a drop.
Our neighbor that's like a mile down the road, around the corner, he said he got a 1/2 inch, and we got maybe 10 raindrops.
Yeah. I mean, literally, it wasn't even enough to wet the porch. Let's say that. Hi, Desiree. Good to see you tonight. So we're like super dry, and my yard is starting to turn brown. I haven't mowed. It's pretty hot and dry. But and I'm sorry if the chat is like, if I'm missing you, because out here in this heat, my phone gets darker and darker and darker. I've got to figure out how to change that.
Willow Way says we got 3 1/4 inches last night.
3 inches? Rain?
3 1/4 inches. She said.
No way.
That's a lot.
Skinner Farm, our heat index the last 2 days has been 110.
Yeah, a lot like here. It's been miserable. And of course, it makes total sense because here locally, the county fair is having a rodeo tomorrow night and Saturday night in Fort Scott, Kansas.
So it's probably going to rain.
And there is a chance for a pop-up thunderstorm, but it's also like 107 to 110 heat index. It's supposed to be the hottest days so far. So
you're riding bulls tomorrow, right? In that rodeo?
I'm not riding bulls. Yeah, the days are over. Pretty positive.
Wild horse race then. Come on, Dale.
No riding bulls for me. No horsing around. I'm not into that anymore.
Says hello everyone from northern Wisconsin.
I bet it's
just got in from the chicken coop.
Hi, Raptor Ranch. I bet it's got to be cooler up there in Wisconsin. But I'll do a shameless plug here real quick. So we got some of our new merch from our merch store in. So if you guys want t-shirts or anything like that from us, that's what it looks like from our merch store. But I think we'll go ahead, Glenn, if you're okay with it, and we'll start talking about it. So big announcement. If you watched Glenn's channel, Gathered Together Homestead, live yesterday morning, you probably already know what I'm getting ready to talk about, but we are proud to announce that we are going to have a homestead type expo and gathering or meetup in Fort Scott, Kansas, October the 1st. It is being organized by us at 9 Acre Family Farms, Gathered Together Homestead, and Pathways Homestead. So the whole point behind this, and of course it's called growing. Sorry, I can't read.
There's growing towards self-sufficiency gathering.
There you go. Thanks. I went blank. But
it's scrolling on your screen, so
now I can't even see my screen right now, guys. So we're going with it. But anyway, so the whole point behind this gathering is not just a YouTube meetup type of affair. Of course, we want you to be able to get together, communitize, make connections with other people who are trying to work towards the same goal of making all of us more self-sufficient, and along with helping each others learn how to grow and raise their own food. There's also other things that go along with homesteading that we're going to incorporate in with this, but we want it to be a learning family experience. It is one day, and it is a climate-controlled building, but we also have access to several other buildings that are open style. We've got all the grounds. There's camping spots available there, so if you want to bring your camper, you can hook up, make a weekend out of it. But I know for Lisa and I on our channel, we'll start talking about this, and at any minute I start talking too much, Glenn, and you want to say something, jump in.
Nope, you're good.
For us, one reason why we wanted to have this type of a gathering was the fact that all of them were so far away for us. And if you are at a farm or a homestead, you have livestock you have to take care of, you have, day-to-day operations that you have to worry about. And it just seemed like it was too much for us to get away. So we wanted to try to bring one to this part of the country. And I'm not saying that others aren't better or you shouldn't go to any of them. I really saw a need for it right here in our vicinity. We have a lot of people who got really concerned over the last few years about their food supply. They have become disconnected from an old way of life where they raised a lot of their own food and took care of themselves. So I think this is a way to get that conversation started, to help others learn about it, and make those connections of, okay, my cucumbers, like I'm going to use the 9, for example, our cucumbers are struggling, they're dying. And you have that person you can reach out to and ask, hey, are you having the same problem? If you have, what have I run into? That's not just Mr. Google Pants. It's not some stranger you don't know you've made a connection with that you guys can work together with. And then I started reaching out and talking about this about a year ago, honestly. And I reached out to Gary and Cindy with Pat Homestead because I knew they'd been speakers at like Ozark Homesteading Expo and other expos. They've been to the Okie Homesteading Expo. They've spoke at several other of these events to see if they would be interested, and they felt like there was a reason for it, and they also felt like it was a good place to have one. Then when we met Glenn and Jess, we started talking to them about it, and they too had been feeling that calling about it. I feel like maybe I'll let you elaborate on that, Glenn.
Yeah, no, we had talked about it being cool to do one, and it's hard for us to get away from the house and the animals and stuff like that to go to Kentucky, or even though Oklahoma's 5 hours away for us, it's still a whole day away that we have to have somebody come and take care of the homestead and everything while we're gone. So this one is nice. It's not very far from where we're at, and we can get there, even though we are going to probably make a weekend of it and be over there with the camper and stuff. But it's just easier for us to get there and entertain the kids and stuff like that, and be able to bring them with us and let them, kind of partake in what's going on if they feel so like they want to do that. If not, we'll kind of have some kid activities, and stuff like that for them to do and keep them occupied. So we just thought it would be a really, really cool thing to get a few of the, homesteads around here, the channels and stuff around here together, and put one on closer to home.
I mean, I feel like this works well for, I know there's been a lot of call and channels in our area wanting some type of a meetup. I feel like this is a good centralized location for a meetup. If you are not looking at a map right now, or you're having trouble establishing where it's at, it is an hour and a half straight south of Kansas City, right down 69 highway, and then 54 highway that goes completely across Kansas and Missouri. It's right at the junction of those two. So it's about 5 miles from the Missouri line. It's 30 minutes from Pittsburgh, Kansas, and it's 2 hours east of Wichita.
Yep.
And it's at Fort Scott.
It's at Fort Scott, Kansas.
Yep. October 1st.
On October the 1st.
So, and it's going to start, the doors will open, gates, doors, whatever it's going to be. It'll open about 8:30, and then Gary at Pathways Homestead is going to do a speech there. He's going to talk for, I think, about an hour in the beginning of it. We've got a time slotted there for about an hour for him. And then there's some space in there for some questions if anybody has questions for Gary and just wants to talk and things like that. And then we'll kind of start on a topic, it looks like is what we're going to try to do. And then we're going to try and have some lunch or some sort. I think Dale's been working with maybe a local FFA chapter or something to see if,
Everything else.
or something to see if one of them wanted to kind of do the lunch and have like a concession style lunch or something. So
yeah,
it's gone already.
Yeah, it's so we'll have we're gonna have some type of lunch. We talked about a potluck. Depending on our numbers, I don't know how well a potluck works, so I have reached out to try to get a concession stand set up at the place. And then, like Glenn said, we're going to open up early that day. Gary from Pathways has a really good message, I think, to bring to everyone. And we're going to start building on an idea as the day goes. We're going to start understanding and building an understanding of why we do what we do, and know our place in this chain and in this world.
And then there'll be some free time too at the end, and
be plenty of free time.
Of free time at the end of the day.
Yeah, we'll take breaks and stuff like that so people can interact and talk to each other.
Yep.
There's some other people that come in here I wanted to say hi to. Gary at Belt Loop 29. Lisa from Mrs. Lazy Days Ahead. I hope you're feeling well. I know you had cataract surgery today, and I've been praying for you. Hope that everything went okay. Denise at Misplaced Country Girl, good to see you. I know she done some pickling on cucumbers this week also, I've seen the video of. I think it's kind of become a cucumber harvest. Mitchell from Hendrickson Family Farms was in the house, and I'm gonna say this: if you haven't went and checked out Mitchell's channel, you need to go check it out and join his family, because I think he's gonna have to do cartwheels and yoga pants and makeup. Because I think he reached 500 family members, and I'm pretty positive if we can get him to 1K, he's going to do the bye 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 dance to the old boy band group because he is a ex-boy band member. I mean, look at him. He's baby-faced. Hi, Laura. Hi, Jess.
I've given him the looks. Turn the camera off, and he won't. I was just listening.
Right there. I do that to Lisa all the time.
He does.
Not funny.
It's my better half.
And then
where's your video and yoga pants? That's what Skinner Farm says.
Skinner wants to know where Glenn's video is.
Glenn, where's your video?
Where's your video in yoga pants, Glenn? Joshua from Farm wants to know.
I haven't made it to 1,000 subscribers yet.
Oh, and I've got another friend that I seen is in the house, and another channel that we really appreciate is Kettle Kitchen. Tony from Kettle Kitchen.
Yep.
The mind behind the Jam It Up June and controlled all that, and a huge success. Great collaborator. But
he was in the Cindy's in the chat also at Pathway. She's in the chat. She was unable to obviously get on, but she is.
Well, Cindy, I appreciate you being in the chat. And Pathways Homestead guys, you need to go check out their channel. You can find out more information. They're going to be live on Friday or Sunday at 5:00 is their normal live time, and we'll probably talk more about this there. But any three of our channels, I know we have our email address on our about page. I know the other two also do. We also have a Facebook page.
There's an actual email set up for the gathering too.
There is an email set up.
Yeah, I think it's the name, the Growing Towards Self-Sufficiency Gathering at Gmail.
It's just growing towards self-sufficiency.
Okay, she says it's just Growing Towards Self-Sufficiency at gmail.com.
Okay.
And that's on the flyer. We've actually had a few people email.
So I know we will be posting on our community page a copy of the flyer. I think you guys also, if you haven't already done it, but will be. And also we'll probably put information about it. We will put other information in this video description when this live is over. So you can always refer back to this live for any information you need. But I'm really excited. We've already had several people that have started reaching out to us and want to attend. We have Kansas Garden Guy who's going to be there as a speaker. Also, I think we're going to enjoy spending a lot of time together, and a lot of great information will be passed around during
Kansas Garden Guy, and then Uncle G over at Audacity Dawning.
G over at Audacity Dawning is he's also going to be on a panel, and more to come. So stay tuned to all of our channels.
And it is a free event.
It is an absolute free event.
We're not charging an entry fee or anything like that. The only thing that will cost will be the camping. If you so choose to camp, I think Dale, you said it was $20 a night.
$20 per night, and it's electric hookup. And a lot of spots have where you can hook up to water. There is a dump facility right there on grounds, so you don't have to worry about going somewhere different for that. Hi, Eddie, Devil Dog. How are you doing? I see.
Cat wants to know what kind of lot.
And we do have the fairgrounds for the weekend. So for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So if you don't want to just come and camp Saturday and leave, you can come Friday, Saturday, Sunday type deal and do that. We do have that spot secured for the weekend. So
Rich Cat wanted to know what other lodging is available. There are 3 to 4 hotels in Fort Scott, Kansas. Pretty decent size. I am currently working on trying to get some block room rates for people. I reached out and thought I would have a phone call back by the end of the day, and one of the owners that I would want to talk to with the newest hotel in town, he was out of town on business, so I will reach out to him. Hi, Leanne from Mennonite Farmhouse. Hi, Heather. Good to see you. CNC Farm, they're from over east of you, aren't they?
I think so, yeah.
Central Missouri, so they ought to be close enough to be able to come.
The other expense would be is if we end up having more of a concession style, you know, food for lunch or whatnot. You'll end up having to pay for the lunches or whatever you get at the concession stand.
And there's several
So,
restaurants there in town. There's a really good barbecue place. There's a nice.
I'm sure, Dale, that other festival and stuff that's going on too. I'm sure they'll have food and stuff over there.
Food vendors set up there, so that's something we haven't talked about yet. Our fairgrounds is like 14 acres, and so we're gonna roughly have half of that 14 acres. The other half, there will be a festival going on that's all antique tractors and the old way of doing things. You know, they're going to be running thrashing machines. They're going to be doing sorghum pressing, shelling corn. They'll have a sawmill running off of a steam engine. A really neat experience to take your family to. And like I said, we have the fairgrounds for the whole weekend. You could come, set up, camp for the weekend, or spend the weekend staying in town. You could go to the gathering. You could go see the Pioneer Harvest Fiesta. And then also, if you come in on Friday or early, you can go visit the old fort, which is the first established fort in the Kansas Territory.
It's pretty cool.
And it's really neat. Really good historic fort that you could go visit.
Jan says, let us know if there's anything we can do to help. We're not far from there.
Jan, we probably will be getting a hold of you pretty quick. So consider, I'm going to take you up on that offer. But I really want to see this grow. I've already posted on our 9 Acre Family Farm Facebook page, which I have a lot of local people that follow it. It's already been shared out with the local news feed. It's been shared out with the chamber, and there are a lot of people here in this area that are really excited about it.
So
good. We shared it, but we took it off of our page. It had been, it had been viewed, almost 150 times, but we took it off because on the flyer, it still said, reserve your tickets or something. And we wanted to change that because obviously there's no tickets or entry fee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I did say it was free.
But Jessica she said she did go ahead and post it with it that way, but she did say that it is free. So
it is free.
There are no tickets to reserve. The only thing you'll want to kind of reserve would be, I would say, your camping spot, depending on how many people come, if you plan.
And if you want a camping spot, you need to email the email on the flyer or email 9 Acre Family Farms at gmail.com.
I'm emailing you right now, Dale. I want a camping spot.
Okay, sounds because as a lot of people, if you don't realize yet, Tony says,
I was trying to tell you that.
For the cost of travel, that Tony at Kettle Kitchen and Leanne at Mennonite Farmhouse will cater the whole event. Now, we may take you up on that if you're paying for all the food.
I mean, we do have a pig we could supply.
Jan, we will post it on our community page. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that we have all of the details with our flyer correct before I posted it on there. I am kind of like Glenn and Jess. I jumped the gun and went ahead and posted it on our Facebook. Already done that. Are already reaching out to us.
Okay, this one here, we're planning it. It's some things may change midstream. Looks like we lost Dale and Lisa there, so I guess I'll just keep on talking. I can't see everybody, but some things might end up changing midstream on it, guys. But we're kind of going to be flying by the seat of our pants on a few things, depending on how many people show up or whatnot. But it's not something that's set in stone where the schedule has to just run step by step by step. Things with this can change some. So, but I think it's going to be an awesome event, and hopefully a lot of people can show up and we can get to know some people and visit with them in person and just really have a good time. So,
yeah. Sorry about that. I went to try to touch on there and jumped in the wrong place.
I wished I could see the chat without having to go back and forth, but I can't.
Hiya.
Hi. Hey, what's up? I don't need to think. I was going to go get some corn.
Oh, yeah.
You got here kind of
Well,
late. We've almost sold
I
everything.
hate to say it, but we pretty much sold out of everything. Anyway.
Jen says the name is too long, but I still want to come.
Okay, so I'm going to... We've struggled with the name, and that's kind of what sounded great to us.
Somebody else mentioned calling it, who was it? I think it might have been Jesse at Lazy Days Ahead mentioned calling it The Gathering. But
yeah, I thought about calling it The Grow Gathering. But yeah, it is a little bit long and a little bit of a tongue twister for this redneck guy.
Just mad because everybody gave her a hard time about her name.
It's longer than Shoot Dang.
I need that.
Way longer than Shoot Dang. But the name of it, yes, but it says exactly what our plan is with this. So that's why it rings so true. I like the name.
Yeah.
A bunch of people.
And say the name definitely goes with what we're planning for sure.
Yeah.
If anybody else has got a better idea what it could be called, throw some names out there. But
yeah, absolutely.
We can call it the Get Up, Dale.
The Get Up Gathering.
It's the Get Up.
I guess there's some more people that come in that I missed.
Yes.
Good Times Homestead with Jen and Steve. Hi, Jen. Hi, Don at Hat Creek Homestead. At Annie's Kitchen and Urban Homestead. And she's getting ready to have a 1K giveaway. Who else did I miss?
Cindy Brown.
Cindy Brown in the house. Thanks for coming in, Cindy.
So Leanne and Jen say they like Gathered Together 2022, but the name, it's nice, but I just didn't want it. I didn't want to put it as that because that's what our channel name is. And I don't want everybody thinking that it's just the Gathered Together Jessica and Glenn show, because it definitely is not. It's definitely Dale and Lisa and Gary and Cindy and us all kind of collaborating together on this deal. Or Jessica says it could be Growing Together 2022. We could call it that. I just don't want it to be, I don't want my name to be the title of it. So.
Well, guess what? We have to try this. Hey, guys.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Cindy. Oh, there they went.
There they were. There they went. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, we'll see if they can come back in again. But they were there.
Kansas Gathering 2022.
Yeah. Kansas Gathering 2022.
That's what Redbird says.
Cindy Brown says the Homestead Gathering 2022.
I could kind of go with that. The main thing and the main focus that I probably want to put across is, for one, it's a non-alcoholic, because the fairgrounds are non-alcoholic fairgrounds. So I'm sorry if you're a partier, that's probably it's not going to be your kind of place. We want it to be an extremely family environment. In fact, we're going to try to have things for the kiddos to do while we're doing this. You know, and I don't want it to just be a nothing but a YouTube meetup. I want to, if we're going to get together, I want it to be for a reason. Um, and that's part of the reason why we are having kind of a loose agenda of items that we're going to go through.
We have Midwest homesteaders, pathways to 9 gatherings,
Pathways to 9 gatherings. Okay.
Midwest Expo and Ranch.
Midwest Expo and Ranch is probably already taken. I hate to say that.
We looked into that, and there was something really close to that already. So,
Okay.
Howdy. Caucasian Sasquatch says the flower fair.
Flyover fair.
Or flyover fair. Okay.
Yeah, you're one of them flyover states, Dale.
Yeah.
Good Times Homestead says meeting in the middle.
Now I like that. Meeting in the middle, but we want to make sure that we convey that this is about being self-sustaining and about securing our food
and the flyer too, having all the stuff on it, the topics and stuff like that, will convey that. I like the name that we have. It is long.
It is.
That is the only thing about it.
Hat Creek Homestead says, y'all come back gathering.
Y'all come back gathering.
Y'all,
you're still around, try to come back in again. We'll try to add you back in. I really want Gary and Cindy to be in, and I want to get their take on this.
Mennonite Farmhouse, 9 pathways gathered together.
That's longer than what we have, Leanne.
Hey, we couldn't do the Homesteading Family Gathering 2022 because there is a channel called the Homesteading Family.
Exactly.
Darn you, Jen! Look what you started. You might be right, but look what you started. It would be a long name for a T-shirt or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
we'll have to kick it around and see. Nothing is set in stone. Like I said, we can fly by the seat of our pants on this one, kind of. We just wanted to really
we got
out there to everybody. So,
Homestead, where you are, yes, we got your email. In fact, I thought I sent a response email out. But do you mean to us or do you mean for the gathering? I guess I'll give it a minute.
Yeah.
But
Family prep steading gathering. That's cool.
The prep stead gathering.
Get a
I
T-shirt.
kind of like that. That's cool. Prep stead. I like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have to say gathering. It can just say prep stead.
Well, the only reason we had gathering was because this was the smaller one. Then you guys were going to do expo, which it doesn't have to have that. But isn't that the only reason we threw gathering in?
Yeah, just to distinguish between the two. This is just kind of the meetup gathering deal, and then the expo is the big one that we're trying to plan.
Yeah. And actually, who said that?
Rich Cat Ranch.
Rich Cat. So, Rich Cat, you're exactly on. I've thought about that all day, trying to come up with using the acronym GROW.
So, hey, if you guys can think of something, tell us.
We'll have to see what we can come up with.
Yeah, because it does. I thought about that today. That is a really good acronym. But a lot of that a lot of us throw out, that Midwest homesteaders, that Midwest, expo, all that kind of stuff. That's all like big farm shows in this country. They're already called that kind of stuff, like big tractor and farm shows. So we kind of have to stay away from that kind of thing, and it needs to be a little more centered on what we all are about.
Josh says Glenn have done a live stream yard from an iPad.
We haven't.
I have not,
have internet
Josh.
on them.
No, I know others that do. I don't see why you couldn't, as long as it was hooked up to your Wi-Fi. I don't see any reason, or if it had data, there's no reason why you couldn't use it. I mean, it's just a large version of what I'm using right now.
Yeah, you should be able to use
I
it. Just,
iPad, basically the exact same thing.
yeah.
You know?
Midwest prep setting gathering. Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to. I like Kathy's idea with the grow. I just don't know what we call it.
Ridge Cat Ranch says generating rewarding opportunities for something with a W.
Yeah.
Bye, Cindy.
We'll think about that. Thanks for coming in, Cindy. But, well, our crowd has slowed down now that they pretty much wiped out. These kids with this truck over here going and picking sweet corn, they've made like four trips back to the sweet corn patch with the bed over almost full on that 1 ton truck.
And sold out?
And sold out every time. They've got...
Looks like y'all need some sweet corn, Dale.
I would say they probably got 10 or 15 dozen laying there on the ground, but the bed's empty again.
Wow.
We know we had one lady that come up talking to us earlier, and she drove almost 45 miles to get 18 dozen.
Yeah. It's your cousin.
Yeah. So it's pretty popular. And yes, I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, I love seeing the kiddos work, and you know, their seed is donated to them. Their all the planting and stuff like that is donated by either local farmers or the local seed dealer donates the seed, and the kiddos just have to, you know, keep an eye on it, and then they have to do all the harvesting and the marketing of it. So I think it's a really cool deal. It started several years back when our children were younger, and one of the landowner right next to the school actually donated the ground that is planted on. So it's a pretty cool community effort.
Yeah. She said, Brenda at Redbird says, are y'all catering or cooking that day? Well, we're trying to decide still. We're not going to cook probably, but we talked about doing like a potluck, Brenda, and have everybody that comes that plans to eat bring a dish or two to the potluck for everybody to share. Leanne and Tony offered to cater the event if we pay their way here. So...
They haven't said they would pay my plane ticket yet.
Who asked that?
No, I'm talking gas, Leanne. You're gonna have to drive that thing out here.
You have to drive, Leanne. I want to see Leanne and Tony both have to drive here. You know.
We do have an organization that said that they would do a concession stand.
Yeah, we haven't. I haven't even got to pass this along, but. Yes, right as I was going live, one reason why I went live right at time was because the coach for that organization was talking to me about the fact that they were 100% certain they would do it. So what the organization is the local college meat judging team. They go all over the nation and travel judging meat, and I know we have a connection because our son's on the team, but the college is literally right across the street from our fairgrounds and from this building, so they're always looking for fundraisers to help pay for their trips, you know, that they go on. They take these kiddos and they go one of their trips last season. They started off here in southeast Kansas. They went to Nebraska beef. They graded beef carcasses, yield grade and quality graded. They drove from there to Stillwater, Oklahoma. They did all species there. And then they went from Stillwater, Oklahoma, back to Colorado State, on up to Wyoming State, back down to, I think, Arizona, if I remember right, and ended up in in Hereford, Texas for a contest, and they won that contest. So those kiddos get lots of opportunities there. It leads to a good job. And I know I have a connection, so it's close to my heart. But even when our son wasn't on the team, we still thought highly of this.
Leanne says she can make funnel cakes.
Oh, look at her go.
Yeah. She said it's a 17-hour drive without stopping.
That's
7 hours.
nothing, Leanne. We drove all the way to Florida for vacation.
Leanne used to have a student that was from Maine, and he would drive it nonstop to here to go to school. Of course, he lived here during the semester, but he'd drive back on holidays and everything. He'd drive it nonstop.
Josh at Skinner Farm says, if any of y'all got a Blackstone there, he says, pay for the fuel, get someone to help with the food, and I'll come help. I'll come and cook. Where's Josh located? Where is Josh at?
Indiana. No. Josh, I was going to say, but now I'm doubting myself.
I was going to say, I don't know exactly where Josh is.
Redbird Bird Farm said you can usually get food trucks, shaved ice trucks to set up cheap.
So
food trucks aren't a real big thing around
food
our
trucks
area.
are not a big thing in this area.
And
A
for
lot of
them to
people
come
have
set for us,
have suggested food trucks, and we've had discussions about
Yeah.
this. Me as a fair board president, a lot of people wanted food trucks at the fair last year, so we really looked into it. All the food trucks in our area will not come set up unless you will guarantee them $3,000 to $3,500 in sales for that day,
Yeah.
and then they expect you to pay them to be there anyway.
Yeah.
Josh, Southwest Indiana.
That's what I just about said. I knew it was Indiana, but then I started doubting myself. But Indiana's not that far, really.
Brenda said Jen and Wiley over at Altruistic Homestead, Farmstead, they would probably come cook if we paid for the gas and food. They're not too far, I don't think, from us. They went down to Simple Life Reclaimed down there at Mel and Gary's place for the 4th of July.
Yeah, I caught the live that they were on with the Vineyard Farmhouse. But I can tell you guys this: we're not charging for people to get in the gate and everything. So providing the meal is probably not going to happen this year. If people are willing to bring a potluck, just bring a covered dish or something like that was probably going to be your best route.
That's going to be the least expensive route. If not, you're going to be relying on, concessions or running into town to eat.
Exactly.
Restaurant or something like that.
And this group
wouldn't be bad.
That could do the concession, they've done large shows before, like pig shows and stuff like that. We have a pig show on that same fairgrounds that has anywhere from 300 to 400 hogs. So if you take at least that times 3 people, they've dealt with large crowds before, so they could.
Big Mike at MT Homestead came in.
Hey, Big Mike, what's going on? So I think one thing about it is this is far enough away from the meetup in East Texas. You can recuperate from that before you come up this way. And my full intention is to at least make this an annual event. So I hope everyone can make it come and we can build off of it.
I say build off of it into the expo.
Exactly. Our full intention is to make this a full-blown, like an Ozark Homesteading Expo, like a Homesteading of America Expo, that type of a gathering or get-together.
Numbers.
I know. Leanne, you're quite a ways out of pocket, but I'm pretty sure you could make it 17 hours.
Mitchell says, I'll bring potluck to Lisa, but not for Dale.
See how he treats me? I'm thinking he's going to look really pretty in that makeup as he's doing cartwheels or a log roll in the front yard. Because I'm still not convinced that he can do a cartwheel. But
It is a little close to the Kentucky meetup, Josh. It's about 3 weeks later than that one. So
But for us, Josh, Kentucky, you're probably right in the middle between the Kentucky meetup and this. For us, that Kentucky is like,
Bye, Jan and Steve.
it's a
Love
world
you.
away for us.
it's about a little over 9 hours is what we looked at, and it's a little over 9 hours for us to go to Kentucky.
Yeah. Not quite as bad as Lee, but
Knight says, was that a bee in the background?
E Model B.
I don't know.
Not in here, it's not. There might be a JD Model B in another background somewhere.
Rich Cat says, I bet Mitchell's been up until past midnight every night this week practicing cartwheels.
Practicing his cartwheels.
Yeah.
Henry says, Kentucky meetup's 3.5 hours from him.
Yeah, it's pretty close to you. 3.5 hours, I probably wouldn't bat an eye going to that one.
Yeah.
Well, Dale, you got 33 people in here this evening.
Holy moly, that's a lot of people. Thanks for being in here, guys.
Yeah.
And hit that thumbs up, please. And don't forget that, you can follow us. I know there's several other lives going on, but if you want to follow with us, you can go to Caucasian Sasquatch, and we're going to do an interview with him at 7 o'clock. And
is that on his channel or your channel, Dale?
That'll be on his channel. And then make sure that you guys, even if you have to leave me after you get seeing my wonderful face and my better half, the beautiful one, on Caucasian Sasquatch, make sure that you go and check out Mitchell's live at Hendrickson Family Farm, because I seen he said that he's got a big announcement there too.
That's tonight at 7:30.
Yep.
Yep. So we'll have to go over there and check that out. I know we're all going to be sharing this event here before long on our pages and stuff. So if y'all in the chat can share it out, throw it out, mention it, it would greatly help.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get it out there. But I think it's going to end up being a good event.
Hey, Jan, we'll see you later.
Thanks for coming in, Jan. Brenda, I think, posted the link there. Well, we're glad to be there. But so it's kind of slowed down. I think the heat's starting to play on people here. We did have a breeze tonight, though. And
it's kind of died down.
It's kind of died down, and it's starting to heat up now. Yeah. But there's ball games also tonight, so a lot of our crowd will go and start watching ball games here pretty quick. Yeah. But we didn't have like our normal other vendors. We usually go between 1 and 4 vendors here every Thursday, and tonight we're the only normal vendor that showed up other than that. But the FFA kids, of course, came.
They'll be here every Thursday now.
They'll be here every Thursday until their corn's done over the next couple weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks. And then they're going to hit like 3 or 4 other farmers markets throughout this week. So
Cindy and Gary are still here, they said, but the internet and animals aren't cooperating.
We fully understand. But, I don't know. Did you guys hear about their challenge that they put out? They have a challenge of make a meal on your homestead, and talk about all the different ingredients that come from your homestead, from your farm, and try to achieve all ingredients from your own homestead and tag them in it. But go check out their video on their playlist about it. They talked about it this last week.
I got pickles that worked.
Do what?
Oh, that they worked yet.
Got pickles that came from the homestead.
There you go. But they made like homemade tacos that, I mean, it was everything basically except for the tortillas was from their homestead,
Tongue and all from the cow.
Yeah. We
Nasty old tongue tacos.
oh, they're amazing. You need to try them. Tongue tacos were amazing. If you guys haven't tried tongue, you got to try it. It was good. But so we got this week, we got in new baby chickens, meat birds. So the heat.
Did they end up living, Dale?
Oh, they were fine. Thank goodness with the hot weather. That's what makes it nice is they didn't get extremely cold. They were cold that morning for sure. But I probably should have come back again because that second video was probably 5 minutes later when they were chasing the camera all around and that. But probably 10 or 15 minutes later, they didn't want anything to do with the heat lamp then. They were all over the place. So they warmed up. Part of the reason why they got cold was it's dark in that barn and everything, and part of them had decided to go swimming in the water. So they were wet too, but they all seem to be fine now.
Mennonite Farmhouses, I'm doing a red beets pickled egg video just for Dale.
Yeah. I'm okay with the pickled eggs, but pickled beets, it's the same as pickled dirt in my opinion. I don't do beets. You guys do beets on your stead?
I don't know if Jessica put beets in.
We don't eat them.
She did radishes. She planted some radishes here late, which they'll end up being spicy radishes. But I think she put some beets in too. But the beets I don't think came up. So
yeah,
we don't normally plant beets. I'm not a big beet fan. So
I'm not either.
Y'all been talking about tacos. I'm gonna probably have to go to a Mexican restaurant this evening now and go eat some tacos.
Make your own.
I could, but that's work, Dale.
I know. And you're on live with me right now.
And Jessica says she's been in the kitchen all afternoon. She wants me to take her out somewhere fancy.
Sometimes that happens. I know all about that.
She says, take me somewhere expensive. So I took her to the lumber yard.
Exactly.
Hi, Chris and Larry.
Hi, Chris. Who else come in? Someone else?
Chris. Oh, there's Miss Chris. I see her now.
Did you already say this place, Country Girl?
Yeah. No.
Say Devil Dog.
Devil Dog. Oh, I know who it was. Road Dog Customs.
Yeah, Road Dog
Good to
Customs.
see you.
That's who I said.
Yeah, Chris says we're the gas pump. That's right.
That's exactly what I was getting ready to say when I had that squirrel moment just now. I was going to say I brought Lisa somewhere expensive tonight. I brought her to the gas station.
Yeah. That's true.
Literally brought her to the gas station. That's where our farmers market is, right across from it. But
well, Dale, I think I'm gonna jump off and see about what we're gonna do for dinner here this evening. But we'll get that flyer probably updated, sent over to you so we can get that out. I think Tony said to send it to him, and he'll post it on his community tab and stuff. If anybody else wants it, shoot us an email. We'll be happy to send it to you.
You bet. Or if we post it, feel free to share it from ours.
We'll get with Gary and Cindy and with you guys, Dale, on the name and see if we can come up with a shorter name on it.
It's fine. I like the name.
I like the name.
I like it being long because it makes people have to think about it.
What was that?
But
But
well, I will. I appreciate you guys being here with us tonight for the big news, and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
It's probably going to be time for us in order to get off our live too, because there's several other people that go live tonight.
Yes.
But thanks for being here so much, Glenn and Jess.
Yep, not a problem. Well, you guys have a good evening. Try to stay cool out there, and we'll see y'all next time. I'm sure I'll be texting you here soon.
Okay, sounds perfect.
All right, see you, Dale. Bye, Lisa.
Bye.
Bye. As every week now has become tradition, if anybody has any prayer concerns, go ahead and pop them in the chat now before we close tonight. We'll go ahead and pray for you. I know we've both been praying for Mrs. Lazy Days Ahead, Lisa, for cataract surgery. I know Chris and Larry Homestead. I know that there's been some things going on there that we've been praying for their family. We've also been praying for everything that's going on with, the shootings and all that kind of stuff, which I don't really want to get into that, but with just the state of our country. Hi, Mark from Little Ridge Farm. I know he's been out in Arizona and busy and kind of out of pocket.
Bye, Redbird Farm.
Thanks for coming in, Brenda. We appreciate it. And I can't see mine, so hopefully you can see yours.
Chris says our son Tristan is in an uphill battle still.
Okay, we'll pray for Tristan.
Road Dog Customs, my mom needs prayers for a fast recovery. She had skin cancer surgery this afternoon.
Okay, we can do that. Again, guys, not to be the shameless plug guy, but if you're interested in any of our merch, we do have a merch store now on our About page. Go check it out. See if there's anything that you'd like to get there. Anybody, if you were part of our 1K giveaway, that stuff should all be leaving by the end of the week here. We haven't made it to the post office yet. So we're going to be shipping all that out yet this week. Make sure to, when we drop this flyer, if you feel led to, go ahead and share that out to everybody.
A lot of people saying, say a quick prayer for my family. $sign says, say a quick prayer for my family. They are dealing with the dreaded virus this past week.
Okay.
I'll pray for your family. Thank you, and God bless you all.
You bet.
I pray for strength for all the hard workers in the homestead. Prayers for all those struggling with the heat. I pray that we don't need prayers.
Yeah, that is. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You always need prayers. You need to have a constant talk and conversation with our Lord and Savior. He is, if he is truly our Abba Father, I mean, you talk to your dad daily. You need to have a constant talk with him.
Rich Cat, I could use some prayers. I'm still hurting from a foot injury about 9 days ago.
Okay.
Still a lot of swelling and discomfort.
So guys, let's not just leave this as just us praying for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone in that chat, make sure that you are keeping track and everyone pray for each other. So let's go ahead and pray, because we need to get off of here and let others. So let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together tonight, Lord, to have this fellowship and share one another's company, even though it is through the YouTube and the live stream. And though we are many, many miles apart, Lord, we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and we're all part of the same family. Lord, we ask you to be with Tristan in the battles that he's going through, Lord. We ask you to put a hedge of protection around him and put your loving arms around him and comfort him at this time. Lord, we ask you to be with Road Dog's mother as she fights this cancer and from her surgery as she recovers from it. Lord, we ask you to be with $, as they mentioned, their family with the struggles that they're having. Lord, it's not for us to know, but you know all things, and be there to help and comfort and strengthen them, Lord, and show them the way that they need to go. Lord, as it was said in the chat, we ask for a special protection, Lord, for your great healing and comforting arms to circle everyone within this live, Lord. And as we're about to part from each other, God, we also ask that you comfort Kathy from Ridge Cat, Lord, and her struggles that she's having with her health. God, we ask you that you be there with my father with his struggle with his cancer right now, and the heat is hard on him. Lord, be with all those that have to work daily in this heat, Lord, and keep them refreshed and keep them healthy throughout it all. God, we're about to part from each other. I ask that you put a hedge of protection, your loving arms around all of us, and bring us back again next week at the same time so that we can all be a community together and spend our wonderful time and fellowship with each other. All this we ask in your great and wonderful name. Amen. Everyone, thank you for being with us tonight. Until we get to see you again, remember, God bless you all, and we love you.
We love you.
See ya.